Divine balance. The Phoenix's fiery order and the primal pandemonium of chaos magic were elemental forces as ancient as the cosmos itself. The two had been in direct opposition with each other on so many occasions that the women who wielded them, Jean Grey and the Scarlet Witch, had rarely stopped to consider just how complementary they actually were. So when Jean and Wanda finally found a way to bring their powers together in perfect unison on the field of battle, it resulted in a cycle of harmonious strength unlike anything either of them had experienced before. A universal yin and yang. In that moment, Clintar was bathed in the glorious glow of chaos and creation, and an overwhelmed Knull was brought to his knees at last. It was truly a wonder to behold. But sadly, moments as perfect as that never last. For a split second, Knull was tempted to forsake the darkness and succumb to the blinding radiance. However, his weapon of choice, the sentient sword known as All Black, was not willing to surrender quite so easily. The Necro Sword found its way back into Knull's grip, forcing its master to remember their connection and their mission, to spread their oblivion across all that is. It wasn't long before Knull rose once more, his determination renewed, and as the living embodiment of the eternal void, the King in Black could see what others could not, the dim spots where the cosmic Taiji's brilliance failed to shine at its fullest. Knull soon recalled how his new queen, Hela, had succeeded in damaging the Phoenix Force, leaving it fractured and incomplete. Knowing it must be the only weak point in the near-perfect union, he chose to strike at Jean Grey directly. And when he did, All Black severed the divine bond between Jean's Phoenix Force and Wanda's chaos magic. The two warriors fell from the skies above Clintar like angels plummeting from the heavens, and what awaited them below was a hell unlike any other. Knull had regained his strength and his conviction, swiftly defeating all challengers who dared to confront him, even those who still held fragments of the Phoenix Force to enhance their abilities. Seconds before, the skies of Clintar had been filled with hope and light, yet now there was nothing left but darkness and despair. Before she joined this fight, the Scarlet Witch had spent what seemed like an eternity as the Sorceress Supreme of her own dimension, protecting it from the machinations of gods and monsters. But Knull was so much stronger than any of the old ones who had ever tried to rip her reality asunder. As she lay helpless on Clintar's symbiotic soil, watching as the King in Black swung his blade to strike down yet another noble champion, Wanda Maximoff managed to utter one last spell of protection. Not for herself, but for the only hero left who might yet stand a chance against his creator.